Something needs to be said about this new documentary, A Precarious State. Now, hopefully you had the opportunity to watch it. It debuted on Thursday night on ABC stations. It's available at the website, precarioustate.com. I had the opportunity to interview the director, veteran journalist Rick Capcella on my show Thursday. And let me say something up front. This is a positive, right? A lot of good's gonna come of this. That being said, there's a couple of things that I want to note. First off, what's included in this documentary is a lot of really good, relevant information that a lot of people aren't aware of. But the people that aren't aware of it aren't people that are listening to my show or paying attention to news outlets like Alpha News, to think tanks like Center of the American Experiment, and specifically Liz Collin, who wrote the book They're Lying, based on the death of George Floyd, and of course, the documentary The Fall of Minneapolis, of which this is essentially a sequel to. The point I want to make, and again, I'm going to stress this is good. I'm glad that people are going to be exposed. But a lot of Democrats were involved in making this. And this isn't an issue of what A Precarious State points out relating to the downfall of Minneapolis. This isn't an issue of new socialist Democrats causing this problem. No, these are Democrat policies that caused these problems. So again, great documentary. I'm glad that a lot of people are going to be exposed to what's going on. And I'm glad to see Democrats are willing to step up and not only go and work and produce documentaries like this, but also speak out on what's been happening and how we need to change things in Minneapolis. But what I don't want are suddenly now a bunch of Democrats patting themselves on the back thinking, hey, look at the good we did. We're exposing what a mess Minnesota is, and it's all just because of the socialist part of Democrats. No, it's Democrat policies. A.K. Kamara on my show this morning mentioned, and he's absolutely right, tell me one Republican policy that would lead to any of the corruption and downfall of Minneapolis that's exposed in this documentary. You can't, because there isn't any. So, again, great documentary, exposing the truth of what's happening in Minneapolis, but let's make sure we give credit to individuals who deserve credit. And I'm not talking about me. I cover this stuff on my show, but I'm only dovetailing off of the hard work that's done for places like American Experiment, Powerline Blog, and specifically Liz Collin and Alpha News. They were at the forefront of this, and they didn't have all the backing that A Precarious State did. So one last time for the people in the back. This is a good thing. It's a good thing that some Democrats are waking up to what's going on, but it should never have to get to this point where we have to have these documentaries after years of what we've seen under Democrat rule. With all that being said, go and check out the documentary. Trust me, it's worth it. But do not discount the hard work of the individuals that came before it and were not nearly as well funded as the individuals behind this particular documentary. Oh, and while you're at it, listen to my weekly radio show Monday through Friday, 6 until 9 a.m. Central Time on the iHeartRadio app. Or you can get caught up on the podcast there as well.